Today we were talking about one of the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh card sets of all time, Invasion of Chaos. As a fan of the game, you know there have been many card sets over the years, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses. When it comes to the sheer impact and long-lasting influence on the game, Invasion of Chaos stands out as a true masterpiece. In this video, we'll explore what makes Invasion of Chaos so special and why it remains one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh card sets of all time. So grab your decks, get ready to duel, and let's dive in.
Alright, so you've seen the thumbnail, you know what this box is. Let's take it easy. Let's work our way up to see what me and many of us in the hobby consider to be the most nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh booster box of all time. We're gonna be talking about Invasion of Chaos. That's right, Invasion of Chaos. Let's start with the entire set. This is a completed set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Invasion of Chaos Unlimited, and I felt like the Unlimited set would be the best one to start with, so we can get an overlay and just a general feel of what the set looks like in its entirety. So I'm gonna have to disappear here for the second on screen, but you'll be able to see the whole binder. All right, so right here is an entire completed set of Invasion of Chaos, but not just a set, a complete master set. So my definition of a master set in Yu-Gi-Oh would be having an entire play set of all three cards. So when I started this endeavor a while ago, Invasion of Chaos is the first thing that I wanted to hit because it's my all-time favorite set. Over the years, some other ones have crept up there, looking at you, Labyrinth the Nightmare. This is the one that changed the game forever. So right in the beginning, we have not only in just the cover itself, which I've actually changed. If you look at my binder updates now, I do the box art. But right here is a custom paneling that just has some basic information about the set that we're looking at, which of course is Invasion of Chaos. It was the 10th booster set released in North America right between Dark Crisis and Ancient Sanctuary, and the set combines the Japanese set's Controller of Chaos and Invader of Darkness. So it was released in 2004. 2004, man. Going up to the hobby shop, I was like 4th grade, 5th grade, somewhere around there. I also have an original pack that's in here. Or no, this is the Legendary Collection pack, but it's just there as a little reference. And then over here we have the packs themselves. By the way, I've been telling you this since the first video on the channel where I talk about all the master sets. Yes, binders will damage your cards. They will do it. If it's not one, a D-ring binder, swoop, and two, you don't have a swoop, like my hair. Okay, no swoop. All right, so the swoops are in the link below. You can find them, just use the affiliate link. Right out the gate, one of the reasons I think Invasion of Chaos was so important and nostalgic to so many people is because it had two cards that were iconic from the anime. One being Dark Magician of Chaos, or Magician of Black Chaos, and the other one being Chaos Soldier or Blackluster Soldier. This had both of those, and it was weird because we had seen them on screen as ritual monsters and seen them in the games. However, when they were released here, they were effect monsters with different effects. So I'm gonna take my time a little bit going through this because, I mean, it's Invasion of Chaos, guys. We're not gonna rush through this. So Dark Magician of Chaos in the original anime, comment below if you remember what it's affected. Nothing, you just needed the ritual, okay? So when they released it here, Dark Magician of Chaos, when this card is normal summoned or special summoned successfully, you can add one spell card from your graveyard to your hand, so it's like a Magician's Force, and a monster destroyed by this monster as a result of battle is removed from play instead of going to the graveyard. When this card is destroyed or removed from field, it's permanently removed from play. If it gets removed from play, it's removed from play. So I like to have the cover card, whatever the cover is, in the front of the set itself. So we're going over to the next one. Oh, my Chaos Emperors. I'm missing two. Where have they gone? I don't know. Oh, they're not in here. Oh, I totally lied to you guys. Whatever. I don't care. So those two are around here somewhere, but I have something that's even better. You'll see here in a little bit. Ojama Yellow, Ojama Black, Soul Tiger, Big Koala, Disc Kangaroo, Crimson Ninja, Strike Ninja, Gale Lizard, Spirit of the Pot of Greed, Chop Man. And one of the things that I think is great about this set is when you have a master set, you can kind of get a visual representation of what the artists were going through, a little bit more what their vision was. So when you have all the cards together, you have a little bit more of a vision of what the Pot of Greeds and all that stuff, what the artists were looking for and kind of creating when they were thinking about this. A lot of people think our man here was the one that did all the original artwork for these cards, but I think there was a couple different artists. It's just with Yu-Gi-Oh, unfortunately, there's no crediting like there is with Magic or Pokemon. You got Chaos Sorcerer, which was one of the best cards at the time for its power range. There's one light, one dark, you can plop it out super quick. Great with Chaos decks. We have Blackluster Soldier right there, boom, iconic card. One of the best cards in that era of Yu-Gi-Oh, if not the best one. I guess it's subjective, but check it out right here. One of these was pulled from a special edition opening. And what card is on the back? Slip Red. One of the best cards at the time, like I said. Pretty much plop out one of these by sacrificing a light and dark monster from the graveyard, which was pretty important and elite at the time because you didn't really need to sacrifice anything other than what was in your graveyard. So you could just stack the graveyard and then plop one of these out. And then you could remove one monster from field from play, and if you activate this effect, it can't attack during this turn or it could attack twice, which was also pretty important. It was kind of like the alternate dragon with its time. We'll keep moving through here. All right, so we got Drago, Lacunga, bunch of other good effect monsters. A lot of just like odd, like mutiny kind of interesting monsters, invasion and chaos. I guess the whole chaos thing, almost think like Cthulhu or something, that realm. Heart of the Underdog, think of Duel Links, you know, Wild Nature, or not Duel Links, what was it? It was Legacy of the Duelist, using that early on. Actually, no, it was in Duel Links too. Chaos Greed, there was a lot of different kind of deck combos that you could hit here with DD Designator and stuff. And then Reload. Reload was great because you could just completely shuffle your hand. Eventually got Magical Mallet, which was a better version of Reload, but it was a very great card. Blasting the Ruins, Curse Sealed, Forbidden One. I remember always trying to set off Blasting the Ruins when I was a kid and trying to do the Tower of Babel thing. Long term, it wasn't really those great of cards, but I thought the mechanics were cool at the time. Giga, the evolved form of Giga. And then there's like an even bigger one later on. Was that SOI? It's one of the GXX. Dart, Mirror Force. One of my favorite cards too at the time, because obviously Mirror Force is a great card, and Mirror Force is very expensive. So Mirror Force was like $60, $70, at least where I was. So it was cool to have a cheaper version of Mirror Force. That wasn't as good. It killed the defense position monsters, but whatever, it still had cool art. Mad Dog of Darkness was one of the best vanilla 4-star monsters that you could get at the time. I believe, was it the first one they did that was just a common? Yeah, because Dark Blade was before it, so, and that was a rare. And you have Dark Magician of Chaos. Again, there's a play set. Keep on moving here. Manicore of Darkness, all the darkness. Enraged Battle Ox, Dawn Turtle. Watch me find another card that's not in there. I have a couple decks sitting around of just like GOAT format and a little bit around that era, since Chaos was banned in some of those formats. But let's see. Insect Princess, Levia, Dragon, Dahlias. Also a great card, completely nuked the field. A little bit of Chaos Emperor in him. Orca Mega Fortress of Darkness, Mandry of the Thousand Hands, Guardian Angel Joan, Stray Lambs. We even had some early Kariba support, and probably the most expensive. Oh, that one must be on the deck too. All right, so Dimension Fusions are, I think they're actually the most expensive, like not talking first edition, I think this is the most expensive unlimited card in this set right now. Pay 2,000 life points, both players special summon as many of the monsters as possible that have been removed from play. So you can really use that to your advantage even today. It's a pretty fucking awesome card. Ultra Evolution Pill, Earth Chance, Self-Destruct button. Compulsory was, of course, a really great card as well. Trap Jammers, and then we have, you guys are like, what, hold up, those aren't IOC cards? They are, these are from the special edition. Which again, we opened on the channel. There's a react of me opening that, since it was so long ago, I redid it on the channel here, so we'll have that up on the description. But these are all the special edition cards that came from that. And then I actually, I opened all those boxes, so there was a lot of extras. And in the back of the binder, we just have more cards and different things in here, any kind of runoff. So this is original like art. And see, I'm actually going to replace the art in the front of the binder again, so that it's more in line. This is the first one I did, but I'll put the actual booster box cover. I just have to remake it on the art. So let's go ahead and go to a sealed product as we transition. We've left unlimited, so let's check out what unlimited boxes look like. Are you ready? Bam! Invasion of Chaos Special Edition. So when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! And having the different promos and stuff, this is the original Special Edition box. They don't really do these anymore. I guess they kind of live on in display boxes, like in terms of, like Ghosts from the Past, 2, 1, I guess Maximum Gold was like this as well. Legendary Duelist Seasons are kind of like this. But we don't really have special edition boxes, but starting with Invasion of Chaos, they would mostly, in Ancient Sanctuary didn't have one, and a couple of the ones right after didn't have one, but they came back with some of the GX boxes. They would do these things that look like decks. I thought it was an Invasion of Chaos deck when I was a kid. But inside there's 3 packs, and there's a chance of 4 variants, which is Gemini Elf, Lava Golem, Magical Cylinder, and Ring of Destruction. So you'd get the 3 packs. People say, and I don't know, I personally, in the ones that I've opened, it's never happened, people say you can't get the secret rares from this. So I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe there's some evidence to debunk that, but I personally have never seen that get pulled. Someone can link me below. I'd love to see it happen. So that's the special edition one. Actually got 2 of them here. We had a few more. Like I said, one of them was open on the channel. This one's like, you want to open me on the channel too. Yeah, bud, we know. We might do it. We might do it. What do you guys think? How many subs would it take before I have to rip this boy open? And just for like checking out the thing, these actually have giant H seals. So kind of like wavy LOB boxes. Some other boxes had that too. A bit of a rough kind of pattern on the seal, but there you go. These should have H seals on the bottom if you're looking to get into these things. And let's go ahead and move on to the next unlimited box, the Unlimited Invasion of Chaos. This was the first booster box. When I got back in the hobby, I was like, I'm gonna buy an old box. This was the first one. It was, I think, $200 at the time. This is a Europrint box, I believe. Invasion of Chaos, Unlimited. I remember seeing these on the shelves when I was a kid and just losing my mind because my all-time favorite 2 monsters, which was these 2, were finally being released. And there we are. Now, let's go ahead and quickly run through 2 other sets. So one of the things that I need to work on is getting the OCG sets complete. So let's check out what the OCGs look like. So first and foremost, there's 2 different versions of the OCG. There is the Japanese version of the game, and there's the Korean version of the game. The Korean version in Unlimited, just like a general run-of-the-mill box, is a lot more common, easily to get. I believe they're like anywhere from like, depending on if they're being reprinted or not, they're anywhere from about $25 up to like $40. Currently, they're not out of print. You can get them for pretty cheap, but most of the Kraken packs at this time are currently cycling out, which means that they're going to be focusing more on the metagame. So if you want one of these boxes, I'd pick them up now. It could be next year they reprint them, or they could wait another 9 years before they reprint them. Never know. And then the Japanese version of the game, I don't have an entire booster box yet. I'm working towards it, but Struggle of Chaos, and I believe the other one was Invader of Darkness. I think my binder says Commander Chaos or something. Again, that was the first binder that I made out of all this, but it's Struggle of Chaos. Here's the original packs, what they look like, and I really want to open one of these. Maybe I should do it for this. I'm looking at this pack. I do have a couple of them here. Let's see. Sometimes there's no better time like the present. Let's go ahead and rip a pack right in the middle of this. What do you guys think? Struggle of Chaos. I've never opened the Japanese one. Let's go ahead and start the Japanese binder. Here we go. Oh man, I'm trying to open it like the Korean ones. Oh, 20-year-old pack right in the middle of this. All right, we got Skull Knight. Again, so this is a combination of 2 sets. Reinforcements of the army, so like some of these aren't going to be Invasion of Chaos cards because they combine them. Dark Ruler. Some of these are Dark Crisis cards. Ah, nothing. But now we can start the Japanese set because the Korean set is already done. So let's move on. All right, so here we have an entire Korean OCG set of Invasion of Chaos. Usually I put the packs in the front, but again, this is a work in progress. Here's everything. We've got Chaos Emperor to start it off. Kind of gone through everything here, but I usually accent the back of the cards with white for hollow, or in black, or whatever the set color is. Chaos Rider, and I know we kind of already looked over this. One thing with the OCG Korean cards is that they're like the Euro prints. They're very rich in colors that I've found, and I think that's something that's very desirable. Again, a booster box of this, even in Unlimited, right, like we were looking at, typically people price it around for $2,000. Korean one, spend $30 and get one, you know, complete the sets for a couple hundred. So it's a really good thing for collectors to have that option. Pokemon and Magic, it's not like you can open Korean Alpha boxes for $20, you know, so I am very grateful for that. It's always a very good time, and they do have value. They do have value. So there we go. I do have a lot of runoffs and extras of the Korean ones, so if you're looking to complete your sets, I guess you can just hit me up, let me know. As we introduce the Holy Grail purchase, let's first warm up. So this is a near complete set. As far as I'm concerned, all the heavy hitters are pretty much done. I kind of want to just go through this. Not everything is in the binders. Some of it's just scattered about, and I'm trying to get it organized. This is the first edition binder because you know it's coming up. We're gonna be looking at a very special box here in a little bit. Again, usually I try to get empty packs and throw them in here, or full packs or whatever, but here's the first page. Chaos Emperor Dragons, complete play set, double sleeved and all that goody good stuff. 3, first edition Chaos Emperor Dragons, Envoy of the End. One of the best cards in the entire hobby. Most iconic cards. One of my personal favorites. I always think now, instead of Invasion of Chaos, I think of the Kaiba Duelist box or Duel Pack, because there's the ulti in that set, but this is still my all-time favorite rarity. One of the best cards in the entirety of the hobby. Like, Kraken, you're missing cards. Yeah, but I'm not missing the ones that matter that much. Again, a lot of these are just commons and hollows that I either have completed. So yeah, this binder in general is also just a work in progress. Like, I was originally trying to get 4, 1 for the deck and then 3 for it, and then I was just like, that's super overkill. Like, even I have my cutoff, right? There's our Blackluster Soldier. I think at the moment I do just have 1. Oh, Blackluster Soldier. Nobody must know about our forbidden love. All right, back in the binder. I mean, again, like, this is a work in progress. There's a lot of things that are in, that's the full set of Reload. Again, see, I was trying to do that diagonal thing. I ended up switching it. I think, you know, as you guys and collectors out there, you usually will go for some kind of method of sorting, and then a year later, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do something else. There's our Dark Magician of Chaos. I would say there's at least 1 entire playset in my collection between the individual cards, like just scattered. Like, because again, most of these are just commons and hollows. The ones I just pulled out, those are the heavy hitters. And so we keep going, like here's Insect Princess, the Ultras, Guardian Angel Joan. We have Manjus over here. Dedication through the Light of Darkness is a full play set. Fiend's Hand Mirror, Trap Jammer is more than a full play set. As far as the heavy hitters go, entire play set of IOC first edition complete. All right. It's the moment of truth here. The final chapter of Invasion of Chaos. Booster box. It's gotta be. You know what it is. Drum roll, please. Kraken tentacles going. Invasion of Chaos First Edition booster box. This right here is probably the most important, all-time favorite thing in my collection. It's beyond LOB Wavy, it's beyond any kind of graded slab, hoo-ha, whatever. Even my Korean cards, this is a little bit more than that. This is one of the most nostalgic things I've ever held. And I guess it's expensive too, but to me the most important thing is it's a very important piece of my childhood. I remember, you know, as a kid only being able to maybe get like 1 pack of cards a week if I was lucky, and searching through 5,000 count, you know, bulk bins just to pull out the IOC commons for like 25 cents a card, just because I wanted as many cards of IOC as I can. I think out of all of them, I think I had the Dark Magician of Chaos, but I think he had a big old bend in him. That's all I really remember. Some other kid must have damaged it in something and they're gonna toss it, I don't know. I remember having that one. I remember getting the deck once or twice, the special edition. So to have this is not only like an honor and a dream come true in terms of collectibles, but it's also a testament to how hard I've worked in this hobby, from 10 years ago working at a Little Caesars and a Walmart to finally, you know, being in a place in my life where I've built a position in collectibles, and not even just that, but just in my own personal life and what I do outside of collectibles, to be able to own this box finally after, geez, what, 20 years? There's nowhere else I can really go with this video other than to say, wow, it's surreal. Let's open it right now. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe we'll open it in the future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have to be like turning 30 or 50 or some crazy event or something. To me, this is priceless. I want to hold on to it, keep it sealed. And until next time, keep cracking packs.